Hello and welcome to another episode of Garden to Table with Rose, and I am Rose. So today I'm back in the kitchen and I am doing something different. Today I'm going to do a smoothie review. A smoothie review. And the reason why is because recently I decided to try these different mail order subscription smoothie type companies, and there are several out there which I didn't even know about. I just happened to be on the internet and stumbled across one of the websites, and I thought it was a pretty neat idea. So in terms of smoothies, I tend to go through phases where for months at a time I will drink smoothies pretty regularly. Usually at least 4 mornings a week. I usually will have them as a breakfast item. So I might have the smoothie with some protein, like eggs, hard-boiled eggs, or I should say medium-boiled eggs or something, because I love eggs. But I'll usually, pair it with something that has some protein. If not, I might add a protein powder to the smoothie to make it more of a meal replacement. And so I go through phases where there are several months where I want smoothies, and I'll do smoothies, and then I don't do smoothies anymore for several months. Well, I'm back in the phase of wanting to do smoothies. And so I subscribe to 4 different smoothie subscription companies. And that's just because I wanted to try them as many as possible. I think there's probably a couple more out there, but these are the 4 that I tried. I wanted to try as many as possible to see which one I really liked, 1 or 2, and then probably continue that subscription. But for starting off, I thought I'd just try several of them. So I am going to go over the 4 smoothie company subscriptions that I tried, and give you some information about them in case you think you might want to try them. And also, obviously, if you're making smoothies all the time, you're going to need a good blender. I have had many blenders for the last 30 years, and I will tell you that the Vitamix is the best blender I have ever owned or ever used. It really is. It's an amazing blender. I mean, the Vitamix, you can actually take raw ingredients and make a piping hot soup. That's how powerful the motor is. So I have had my Vitamix. Let's see if I can turn around. This black one. I have had this Vitamix for at least 10 years. And it wasn't even new when I got it. This one I got, I think, refurbished from Vitamix. And when it's refurbished, obviously it's a lot cheaper, but the warranty is shorter as well. So I think at that time at least, new Vitamixes were coming with like a 10-year warranty. They have like one of the longest warranties probably of any product company. In terms of small appliances. So it was like 10 years or something, but the refurbished ones were, I think, like 5 years, so like half of that. Still a very good warranty. It probably was half off at least of the price that you would spend for a new one, I should say. So I have used, like I said, almost every brand of blender, from the cheap, what was the cheap one? From the cheap, like Hamilton Peach blenders at Walmart, to Osters, to KitchenAids, to Ninjas. I have not used the BlendTech, which is probably, as far as I can tell, the only other blender that might be comparable to the Vitamix. So, it's an investment. They're expensive. They're not, $20, $30 like the cheap ones, but the motor is so powerful that it's very good at emulsifying things. And when you do a smoothie, especially if you were like making one from scratch, you want all of those vegetables to be completely, completely emulsified into your drink. You don't want bits, at least I don't. I don't want bits, I don't want chunks, I don't want any texture. I want it smooth. So this will do it for you, and mine is very simple. It's one that just has like a power button and then a high and variable speed button and a little dial to turn up the speed, and I like it that way. They now make, I think, some digital ones, but you know, whenever you get into digital stuff, electronic stuff, then you have more risk of things going wrong. So I like it simple, so this one works for me. So, and then, oh, the one that I really did not like is the Ninja. Now, I bought a Ninja, a fancy one that is a whole system. It had like a food processor and individual cups and all this stuff with it, which is pretty fancy. But the problem with the Ninja, at least when I bought mine, which was several years ago, is that the blade is this tall piece and it has multiple blades at different heights around it. Well, that whole thing comes out. Yeah. So you're dealing with this piece that has all these very sharp blades on it, and you have to put it in and take it out and wash it and stuff like that. I found that to be very dangerous, a very dangerous situation. I did not like it. With the Vitamix, the blade like is permanently attached to the canister, and so even like the cheap blenders, you would unscrew it, and then, you know, there's a blade piece and you take it all apart to wash it. But usually the cheap ones aren't that sharp, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. But this is all one piece, which I really like, because I do not want to have to deal with any more sharp objects or blades than I have to. Knives are more than enough for me. So get yourself a good blender if you're gonna make smoothies, is all I got to say. You need a good one. All right, so I have the 4 different smoothies that I purchased here, and I did purchase all of these. I have to put a disclaimer that nobody gave me anything for free. So no, I purchased all of these, so it's definitely my honest opinion. And then I have, for each one I have a 16-ounce glass, you know, because we also want to compare the volume that it makes. And this one has ice in it because this one requires you to add a cup of ice, okay? All right, so I tried to pick ones out of my collection that were similar, and you know, that was hard to do. So I settled on a green smoothie, meaning one that would result in a green color. So I got 4 different green type smoothies here to compare the taste, and I have sampled all of them. I don't think I've tried this one yet. I haven't tried this one yet, but I've sampled many of the different brands, and you know, that it's hard to compare, you know, over time. Like if you have one brand a couple of days, then another brand the other couple of days, they're fairly similar, so it's kind of hard to compare them that way. So this is going to be a real comparison test for me. All right, so let me tell you about these companies real quick before my things melt. Now, 3 of the 4 send you a frozen product. So they are frozen. They send them to you nicely packaged in insulated boxes with all kind of dry ice and ice packs and all that stuff to keep it cold for you. And you know, it's just shipped regularly by UPS, FedEx, whoever delivers it. And so I can't complain about any of the shipping. The packaging was great. They were all fantastic. Now this one is called Daily Harvest, and I will say that this is the most expensive of the 4, I think, overall. You know, to me it is. So, and I have them lined up according to kind of how I've ranked them based on what I've had so far. So the Daily Harvest comes in a little cup with a black plastic lid, and if you open the cup up, there's a little piece of plastic sealing it, and then you take that off, and all of your, I don't know if you can see that, all of your ingredients are inside. And this one is cucumber and green smoothie. On the cup it tells you what's in it, which is nice. I don't know if you can see that. So this one has apple, cucumber, celery, avocado, spinach, and turmeric. And now all of these are organic, and of course dairy free unless you add some kind of dairy to it. So that's this one. On the back of this cup, it'll also tell you how to prepare it and gives you suggestions for what you could use with it. So to prepare the 2 cups, there are 2 different companies that give you a cup. And it's nice because the cup has a hole in the top of the lid for a straw, so you can blend it, put it back in your cup, and you're good to go. Take it with you on your way to work, whatever. But basically with these 2, you would take this cup, take the top off, fill it to the top with whatever kind of liquid you're going to use, be it water, juice, coconut water, some kind of milk, a non-dairy milk, a nut milk if you want. So whatever liquid you want to use, you would fill it up and then dump it all in the blender, blend it, and put it back in the cup. Okay? So, and it also has the nutritional information. This particular smoothie, the cucumber and greens, is 100 calories, which is pretty darn good for a smoothie. Now, if you use a liquid that has calories, obviously you're going to add more to it, but that's what it starts off at, 100 calories. So I do like that. So for the Daily Harvest, they're all organic, no dairy in any of their products. Daily Harvest has 25 different smoothies. That's a lot of different varieties. And one of the things I like about these smoothie companies, I mean, we could make a smoothie, obviously, but I'm not going to buy all the add-ins and ingredients I would need to have 25 different smoothies. I mean, they have all the, superfoods, all the powders, from hemp seeds to ashwagandha to sweet potatoes, turmeric, you name it, whatever is a health food or additive, they have put them in one of the smoothies. And so I like the variety. Now, if you're a person who likes to eat or drink the same thing all the time, then you don't need these companies, because you could just really make the same smoothie out of the same select ingredients every day. I like variety. I cannot eat or drink the same thing day after day after day. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't keep it in my rotation, but I have to have a number of things to choose from and kind of rotate it around. So, I mean, I eat leftovers, but I have to have other meals that I'm cooking that week or have cooked so that I can rotate the leftovers with the other meals. I don't want to eat the same thing really more than one day in a row. So that's me. So it works for me. Okay, they have 25 different smoothies. The other thing about Daily Harvest is that they also have soups, oatmeals, nut milks, flatbreads, which are made out of, because they don't use any wheat or gluten or any of that. The flatbreads are made out of some kind of vegetable combination for the base. They have these harvest bowls, forager bowls, different kinds of bowls. A lot of them are grain and vegetable kinds of things. They have chia bowls. So they have a good selection. Oh, they also have ice cream, energy, these little energy bites. It's probably made out of dates, I'm assuming, because I've made them in the past. And then lattes. So they have a number of different things that you can pick and choose from to combine them in a combination for your box. Now, with the box, I get 24 to 26 items. I mean, they have like different numbers of items you can get per box. I tend to get that many because, like I said, I like to have a smoothie maybe 4 days a week. And also, I don't order every month. You can decide how often you want the subscription. I get it every other month. So I get like 24 to 26 items every 2 months is what I tend to do. The prices, it's about $6 to $9 per item. So it's not cheap. $6 to $9. I think the smoothies are actually $8. So $8 for a smoothie, which this is well, it doesn't tell me the capacity of the cup, but your smoothie fills up this cup. So I would say you get about, 12, 14 ounces in this cup. So that's $8. Now, I don't know how much smoothies cost at smoothie stores, those little shops, because I have never set foot in one. To me, those are typically milkshakes that make you think you're having something healthy. They tend to have a lot of calories, a lot of sugar. to me, a smoothie should have under 350 calories. Otherwise, you might as well just have a meal. Why bother with a shake if you're gonna have 600 calories? I mean, that's crazy. So, it's kind of like going to Starbucks and getting one of their fancy lattes or something where the cup is like I said, like 600 calories for one drink. So that is Daily Harvest. They I have a discount code also that I'll put in the comment section where you can get $35 off your first box. So if you decide you want to try it, use the discount code. Usually with most companies you can get some amount of discount for your first order. Most of these kind of mail order things. So, and then the second one here, this one is Revive. It also comes in the cup and has a clear plastic lid on top that you peel off. And as you can see, the vegetables, fruit and vegetables are, beautiful. They're basically, chopped up vegetables and fruit that I'm sure they've flash frozen and put in this cup. So this one has avocado, peaches, spinach, pineapple, kale, lime extract, ginger, hemp protein, pineapple extract, aloe vera, stevia. And this one is called the avocado and aloe vera smoothie, and it also has the instructions on the back, and the calories of this one is 130. That's before you add any kind of milk or whatever, if you're adding something that has calories. And you can do all these with just water if you want. Now the nice thing about Revive is that they sent me with at least with my first box, this handy dandy reusable metal straw. And I've never thought these things were worthwhile. Like, I don't want to take time to be washing a straw out every time I use it or need one. But this thing actually is great. They gave you also this little bitty brush to clean it out with that gets all the way through it. And so I've been using this for all of the smoothies pretty much. And actually, I really like it. I don't know why, but it's like the straw gets icy cold from the smoothie. And so every sip you take is, I don't know, it seems like there's something about this straw that I really like. I like it so much that I might try to purchase a couple of extra these reusable straws. So that's that one. And then there is, let me tell you the details of the cost. All right, so the Daily Harvest, like I said, is going to be $6 to $9 an item. The smoothies are $8, and the box of 24 to 26 is almost $200. That is not inexpensive. That's expensive. Like I said, I've gotten just one box, but I plan to get a box every 2 months. So we're talking $100 a month, which isn't cheap, but I think they're worthwhile. I like those. And then the Revive, let's see. The Revive is cheaper. It's about $144 for 24 smoothies. And like I said, you got the free straw. They have 17 different smoothie varieties, so not as many as Daily Harvest. The other thing that I didn't care for with this one is that the lid that it comes with is like paper. So the problem is that it doesn't fit tightly on top of the cup like the plastic one does, and so you can't jiggle this cup. If this cup turns, everything's coming out. So I just kind of wish they would put a lid on that's either plastic or something that is a more snug fit for the cup, so that when I take it in my car, I don't have to worry about it sloshing all over the place as I'm driving down the road. So that's a negative on that one. But yeah, they got 17 smoothie flavors. They sell oatmeal, grain bowls, falafel pops, which falafel is a thing that isn't super popular, so it's kind of surprising to see that on their lineup. But falafel pops and soups. Now they don't have as much selection of those things as Daily Harvest does. Daily Harvest has a huge selection of items. I will give them that. The other thing about Revive Superfoods is that if you want some of those other things, you have to start a whole nother subscription for that thing. So you'd have to start a whole nother soup subscription or oatmeal subscription. And who wants multiple subscriptions? That's more confusing to deal with, to make sure that you skipped months. If you want to skip a month or whatever you're going to do, I find that cumbersome, and it's also more expensive because you have to have more than one subscription. Well, it's the Daily Harvest. You can mix and match all of their items in one box. So that is the difference, but they are cheaper. Like I said, $144 versus almost $200. I think it's $192 for the Daily Harvest box. I have a referral code for the Revive as well, where you can get 50% off of your first box, which is a good deal. So 50%, I mean, it's half off. So look for it in the comment sections if you want to use it. And let's see, what else about them? That's all I can say about them, nothing else. Okay, the third one is Smoothie Box, I believe. This one's called Smoothie Box. And as you can see, theirs comes in a bag. Mines are starting to melt. I've had them sitting out too long. I gotta get this video rolling. It comes in a bag, and these bags come in packs of 5. And unfortunately, I think they only have 4 or 5 different flavors, 4 types. There's a green smoothie, which is this one, berry, orange, and cacao or chocolate. So they're very limited is the problem. It's in this bag, so you'd have to use your own cup. But it does store flat, so in terms of freezer space, it takes up less freezer space. Now, they claim on their website that each bag makes 2 smoothies. That is a lie. I mean, 2 smoothies, I guess, if you're making like 4 or 5 ounce smoothies, I don't know. But in my use of these, I get 1 smoothie per bag. This bag is 160 calories, so on the back it has obviously the nutritional info as well as the blending instructions, which is to empty this into the blender and add 8 to 12 ounces of your favorite liquid. You can put add-ins or whatever in it if you want. This one says it's green with apple. All right, so I do not like that, one, the bag only makes 1 smoothie instead of 2 as they claim, and also you know, you kind of got to transfer it to your own cup. I mean, these just seem a lot more convenient. That one's okay. The plus of this is that it's cheaper, obviously. They don't give you the 25 flavors in the fancy cups. So it's cheaper. Let's see, the smoothie box was $119 for my box, which came with 20 bags. So 20 different of these frozen bags. They sell them in sets of 5. So I got the 4 flavors, 5 of each. So that equates to $10 a bag. So actually, I take that back. Daily Harvest isn't the most expensive. Smoothie Box is. Because basically you're paying $10 for a smoothie. Daily Harvest is $8, I think I said. Yeah, $8. And I don't know how much per cup this one is, but this one is a little bit cheaper, obviously, than the Daily Harvest. So this is actually a more expensive smoothie, in my opinion. It's limited. They only have 5 flavors. It's okay, but I would not purchase again. I canceled my subscription. I won't purchase that one again. And then when you sign up with them, you get 5 of these bags free with your first box. The only other thing they sell is protein powder. So that's Smoothie Box. And the last one, which is unique, and I really do actually like this one, is called Everipe. Now, they only have 5 flavors. Let me tell you that straight up. Strawberry, cocoa, berry, like a mixed berry, and a tropical, which is more of a green smoothie, which is this one, Tropical Zing. I think it's more of a green smoothie. And then Pina Colossal, which is more of a coconut pineapple type deal. So the nice thing about these is that the ingredients are freeze dried. This is not need to be refrigerated. You can store it in your pantry, so you don't have to worry about taking up valuable freezer space if you don't have a lot of freezer space. I happen to have like 4 freezers. So I have a lot of freezer space, but these are really convenient in terms of storing them in the pantry. They're gonna last longer because it's freeze dried, and they're good if you want to travel with them. I think, like, you know, if you were going on vacation or something, you could easily pack these in your luggage or whatever to stay to your routine. So each pack makes one smoothie. One smoothie is 165 calories, and it also comes with nutritional information and the instructions on the back. This says the description is ginger and turmeric with freeze-dried tropical fruits and bee pollen. So that's that one. And with this one, you have to use 1 cup of ice plus 1 cup of whatever beverage you're using. So that's why I have the ice in this glass, which is melting. So let me get on with it. And I'm going to use almond milk for all of my smoothies because I'm trying to keep it, you know, on the same level. I'm trying to keep the taste the same. Like I said, you could use any liquid you want, even just plain old water. So, but I'm going to use almond milk. And I'm going to now mix these all up, and then I will come back and taste each one and let you know what I think. I will probably speed this part up so you don't have to watch me mixing smoothies. And also, I'll probably adjust the volume so you won't have to hear a lot of noise. Okay. So basically, yeah, you're going to fill this up with your milk item and pour it in there. And then I usually rinse the cup out because it has little bits in it left, you know, from whatever vegetable. Unless you immediately use it when you take it out of the freezer, then you probably maybe would get it all out. But I did not do that. Mine have been sitting here a little bit while I was getting ready for the video. All right. Alright, I think that one's all mixed. I don't have to mix them as long, I think, because they're partially defrosted. But, you know, you just want to mix it to it's whatever consistency you like. With the Vitamix, though, it tends to heat up items if you leave it on too long. Because, like I said, you can make a piping hot soup in it if you leave it on for about 8 minutes. So I try to mix it as little as possible. And then with my smoothies in general, the only thing I usually will add are my kind of vitamin supplements. So I might add potassium, magnesium, and collagen I use. And that is, oh, and the green powders, like the Amazing Grass. They're basically a bunch of vegetables and stuff that they pulverize for you. And I do that just because nobody gets enough vegetables, you know, in terms of eating raw vegetables. You'd have to eat pounds of vegetables to get the amount you're technically supposed to have each day, and I just can't do that. So I supplement with those and I'll mix those in. I don't usually mix in a protein powder unless I'm using it as a meal replacement. And these days I am not doing that. I used to do that. But now it's more of a supplement, and then I have some kind of protein with it because I like to actually eat my food. All right, so this one, same deal. I'm not even going to clean this blender because they're all green. Same deal with that one. And I like I said, usually I put those back in the cups they came with, but for the video purposes, so you can see them, and see how much it is, I'm putting it in a glass. All right, so the third one that I made was the smoothie box, and it probably had about 4 extra ounces in there that I drank off the top to fill the cup up. But that is the smoothie box. And then this last Everipe variety, my camera cut off so you missed me pouring it in. But basically it's freeze-dried fruit and veggies, and then it comes with this little pack which says chia seeds, hemp hearts, bee pollen, ginger, and turmeric. And you open this and add it to your canister. And then with this one you need a cup of ice plus a cup of your liquid. And again, I'm using almond milk for all of these. Oh, and I had just enough. Look at that. Just enough to complete the video. All right. And you know, I tend to buy mostly the coconut milk in the refrigerated section. Whatever kind of milk you want to use. If you want to use soy milk, I don't use soy at all. I will buy the almond occasionally, but mostly I get the coconut variety. I just like the taste of coconut a lot. I'm a coconut fan. So this... Okay, I'm going to stop it now. I didn't time it, but I want to get this show on the road. My camera cut off when I was in between the smoothie box and the Everipe. So I'm not sure if some of the footage is some of the information is missing or not. So, and this one just fills up the glass. This one is more of a yellow color. It's like a yellow instead of green like the others. So those are the finished smoothies. You have the, let me move this over here. You have the Daily Harvest, which is like a light green, avocado-ish green color. But it gave me a 16-ounce glass for that one. And then the Revived Superfoods, which is a vibrant green. It's like a dark green. And it gave me about 16 ounces. There may have been a drop or two extra that I drank off the top. And this is the smoothie box one, which gave me this cup plus maybe about 3 ounces. I wouldn't say it was 4 whole ounces, but maybe about 3 extra ounces. So that would be 19 ounces. And I did use 10 ounces. I used more liquid for that one than probably the other two. So keep that in mind. And then the Everipe, which is the only one that's not frozen, the freeze dry one. This one is a yellow, kind of a yellowish color. It's not really green, but it's the closest to a green smoothie that they carry. All right, so let's see. Cucumber and greens, 100 calories, the base. Oh, okay. I definitely taste the cucumber in that sucker. I wouldn't say that's one of my favorite varieties of theirs. Definitely taste the cucumber though. It's not bad. It's just, it's not really sweet at all. It's just, yeah, more of a vegetable than a fruit taste. So I don't know about that one. Like I said, they got 25 varieties. So this is the first time I tried this variety. And this one is the Avocado and Aloe Vera. Oh, that one's better. This one has 130 calories to 100 calories. It has a few more calories, probably a little bit more fruit, I guess. This one is a little bit sweeter. It's a beautiful color, so I like this one. And then this is the smoothie box. The bag I disposed of because it was a sticky mess. Another reason why I don't like the bags. It's a pretty color. It's pretty green. This one I think was this one was more calories. This one's 160 calories plus your milk item. So this has more calories than the other two, definitely. It's good. It's, you know, these two taste similar, I would say. And probably because this one's, wait, was that one avocado? No, this one just says green with apple, so I don't know. These two taste similar though. This one has more calories. I don't like that. And then finally the Everipe, which is 165. Oh my gosh, it's getting worse. This one is 165 calories just for the base ingredients plus your milk item. So this is the yellowish one. Oh, I know why. This one is noticeably sweeter than the other three. So that's probably why it's 165 calories. I'm sure they put more fruit than vegetables in that one. It's very good though. I mean, the flavor is delicious. I gotta give them that. That is really good. I mean, this tastes the best out of all four, but probably because it has more sugar in it. So I like that. I like these. I'm going to keep ordering these. I won't order these necessarily regularly. I think I'll just order these to have a supply in my pantry just in case I want to take it somewhere or something. Yeah, I like the concept of freeze-dried and being able to put it in your pantry or cabinet instead of taking up your freezer space. So I'll definitely be ordering from them again. I will not order from Smoothie Box. I've already canceled my subscription. But you know, they're, like I said, to me, that's the most expensive one because you only get one out of the bag and it's $10 a bag. All right. And they only have like 4 flavors. This one, the freeze-dried one, I believe has 5. Or maybe they have 5 flavors in the freeze-dried. No, they have 4. The freeze-dried one has 5 flavors. So these 2 are limited in flavors, but this one, like I said, is a keeper. That one, that's up to you. The Revived Superfoods and the Daily Harvest are just my 2 favorite brands, hands down. They win the contest overall. 25 flavors and 20 flavors or 17, something like that. Lots of options to choose from. You never get bored. You have a different one every day, basically. And then they also have other products. Oatmeal, grain bowls. I did not like the oatmeal. I did try like 3 different varieties of the oatmeal for Daily Harvest, and I did not like it. You can make your own oatmeal, which would taste better. I didn't try anything else from them. I also tried their ice cream. They have ice cream, which was really good, and it's dairy free. I think it was made from coconut milk, so that was good. But it's not something I'd really buy. I mean, I eat regular ice cream because I don't eat ice cream often, so I'm not really worried about the lactose. Even though I am lactose intolerant, I eat the ice cream. Anyway, so I'm going to try the flatbreads from them. I think my next box. I'll let you know how those are. I don't know about these vegetable crusts though. I like my traditional pizza, so we'll see about the flatbreads. This one's a keeper. Like I said, it's you got 17 varieties. It comes in its little carry cup, and it's a little bit cheaper. I do like their lids better. But these 2 are definitely keepers. The freeze-dried one is a keeper. This one, Smoothie Box, sorry, I don't like it. I wouldn't order it. I wouldn't recommend it. Like I said, a couple of them, I have discount codes that I will put in the description box. If you want to try the smoothies, try them. This was a fun experiment, actually. Now, what am I going to do with 4 smoothies? I'm not going to drink them all for sure. Maybe I'll save them put them in the fridge or something, but there's no way I can drink 4 smoothies. So that is all for this video. Hopefully, you know, I gave you some information if you were considering trying one of these smoothie delivery service, or if you didn't even know they existed. Now you do. It's you know, it's an extra cost. Obviously, you could just buy 5 ingredients from the produce aisle and have the same smoothie every day if you want. That would be a lot cheaper, but that's just not for me. So I will continue with my subscription services until I get back into a phase of I don't want to see a smoothie, and then I'll probably pause them for several months, and you know, it just keeps rotating. So thank you for watching. Please join me next Wednesday for the next video, and if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to the channel. That's it. Bye-bye.